custard. We got baking spice. We got all that stuff.
Welcome back. This is Still Whiskey. I'm Devin.
I'm Vince.
I'm Rich.
And today we are reviewing Michter's Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel Finish, the rye version, and I'm
It's
excited.
gonna be so good.
What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
You just want some rye.
Yeah.
Michter's Barrel Strength, a
And you're
toasted, a barrel,
And you're
a
fired.
rye whiskey, coming in at 107.6 proof from the fine folks over at Michter's Distillery. They're plucking this whiskey from other Kentucky distilleries. Do you know that? Fun facts for free.
There you have it.
Stood in line for a profoundly long time, embarrassingly long time to get this. I actually had some friends over, went to bed at like 2 o'clock or 2:30, woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go stand in line, specifically because I wanted to be in line for this bottle.
Yep.
Was able to nab one for $120 here at MSRP. Very excited to get into it, and part of the reason for that is not just because I like toasted products and you know, double oaked products and charred, all the things, but also because I'm a big fan of the Michter's Straight Rye.
Yep.
Then I had the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye, and it is off the chain good. And so I've been really eager. I actually haven't tried this before, but I've been really eager to give this. Why are you spilling really good whiskey?
I didn't spill.
Well, how's it everywhere?
Condensation.
Evaporated onto the table. So you always pull that off with a straight face. So I've been really excited to try this for those reasons. You got one of these too. Right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I have all the Michters. I think I have the rye.
How do you turn this on?
Well,
It's gonna blow on us and it's gonna be loud.
so
on the...
warm.
typically you do that not during the episode.
Yeah, but sometimes you do because you're like, you know what? It's hot. No, you don't need to stop this.
Yeah, I've got the Barrel Strength as well.
Yep.
I have 3 of the 10 years, and the normal. So like, yeah, I think I like Michters.
I think their rye specifically though.
I like their
honestly,
rye.
for me, their Michter's ryes over their bourbons.
I
all
agree.
To be
day.
fair, we haven't tried the Barrel Strength bourbon, the toasted bourbon, or the 10-year bourbon. We probably should try those before.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm making that opinion off of their
Just
straight
the
regular
straight, yeah.
offering.
So you two got this bottle.
Yes.
Yep. And chose this over Parker's Heritage rye as well.
Here in Utah, they are doing a new way of doing their limited releases. So these guys got their, they had 133 allocated bottles.
150 bottles at the
150
store. that we
bottles
were
at the store.
Yeah.
And then you could buy one at a time. So,
You buy
anyways,
one, get back in line. Buy another, get back in line.
I got there at about 9 o'clock,
Yeah, I got there a little bit earlier than that.
and I was 25th in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these two
I was
got
first.
there a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I was first.
Yeah.
They're committed.
You know.
Yep. I did not get one of these.
No.
But
There was
here I am.
only 3 of these at the store we went to, so that's why
Yeah.
I wanted it. I knew I needed
Yep.
to be one of the
Yep.
first 3. So
Yep.
that's a lot of talking about nothing. So let's keep going.
There's definitely a creaminess to this.
Yeah.
Like a creamy custard type.
The typical caramel rye that they have on their rye that they have.
It's also
You know what I like sometimes?
It's a little bit not sharpy, but like there's a little. Oh, we're just drinking now.
I like how when you get a really good whiskey and it smells and tastes just like a really good, like this is rye, it's just rye. Like it's just but it just is really elevated. It's really well done.
this is really good.
Yeah.
You get that kind of. Do you know what this actually reminds me of? On the nose is a rye old fashioned, but that's been done really well.
Yep.
And then you know how they sometimes smoke an old fashioned. It kind of takes me there on the nose in my head.
Interesting.
And then on the back end of the palate, you guys might disagree with this. I get like a slight smokiness as well. On the very back end, like when I breathe out afterwards, I'm getting kind of like a smokiness.
Very, I agree. It's very creamy. It's very.
But on the front end, I'm getting
Yeah, I mean, this is just like really good.
It's not.
There's not a lot going on, but it's
It's
really
not
good.
as toasty as I was thinking it was gonna be.
Yeah, like I can't say it's overly complex, but
Yeah.
but I don't even. I'm not negative about that. Like it's not like it's lacking anything. It's just a full, thick, really good
It's very,
rye.
it's very viscous. Like the mouth coat's
Yeah.
really good. Is to me, there's also like a dark honey,
Yeah.
like a really dark honey in that. And again, maybe that's part of the mouthfeel. I want to know what the proof on this barrel strength is. This is
I think where
Oh,
I'm
this is
going here
123.
is I could sit here and go through all of the standard notes that you get in a really normal good rye.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
But we all know what that tastes like.
Sure,
It's just really
sure.
well done. Like it's
Yeah, it's a good balance,
it's really good.
and it's not over toasted.
No,
Where you're getting
no,
a lot
not
of
at all.
It's just it adds to what, in my opinion, was already really good with their barrel strength.
But this is
What is the
not
proof on
as
this?
high as the barrel strength. That's what I just went and checked. Right, so this is 100 and
Well, everything,
seven.
every barrel strength is different.
sure.
102.
But the other ones are coming out at
Where's that
127.
7.
107.
No,
And
that's
so-
coming. Yeah, it's coming out at 112.
That feels like a lot.
What's
No word of a lie.
56.8? Or sorry, 113. What's 56.8 times 2?
I don't.
Okay.
Bleed
So
it,
I've
move.
given my notes. You've given your notes.
Yeah.
Go.
I think for me, like, and this is the thing, is I've heard, and I know, I read about this about Michters, is their entry proof that they go into the barrels
barrel?
is a lot lower than
Oh,
everyone
really?
else.
Interesting.
Which is why we come out typically lower. So their barrel strength is going to be lower
Interesting.
on this, right? So this
Sure.
one's 107, 113 for
Right,
the
right,
other
right,
one.
right.
But I like that because I like that it's a little bit more heat. But it's not even that you're just getting the more proof. It's just this is the complex version of their standard one in a toasted version, right? Like,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
love
yeah,
their
yeah.
other one. And so I do like all the notes that you get from the standard Michter's rye. Elevate that, add a little bit of toastiness to it, which then gives you a little bit more of the sugars that you're gonna get around those different things. The old fashioned reference was perfect.
Yeah.
It's just a nice, it almost feels like a cocktail, like
Yes.
almost to
Yes.
like a cocktail in a glass.
Yeah.
But it's not like that sweet. It's just,
Right.
but that's like
As
the-
opposed to like a cocktail in like your hand.
Like a toasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
Toasted marshmallow vibe. Toasted oak comes through. For me, this is why you can't. This is
Yeah.
why.
But it's like a cocktail, a neat cocktail. It's like
It's very good.
Yep.
But again, are you guys getting that kind of smokiness or tobacco
No.
feel when you breathe out afterwards?
There's something I can't put it on specifically smokiness or tobacco.
smokiness is I can't relate to the smokiness.
So when you breathe out afterwards, you don't get that?
Leather, but smoky.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
just
don't.
me.
I'm
All right,
not
just-
following
It's
smoky.
it's not smoky to me. It's that typical toasted like
Right.
exhale. Yes. So I can see, yeah.
Yeah.
What
All right.
about grades?
Experience grades. Finally,
Grades
let's
on
talk about it.
Experience. What would you?
Vince,
How would you experience?
How would you experience
the
grade
pour
this?
that you did not get up at 6 a.m. for?
A B.
Wow, it's a great pour.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would give this a B plus. And I think the reason that it doesn't get to A territory is because the Michter's barrel strength rye, their regular barrel strength rye, to me gets up into that A territory. It's so good. So for me, this is a B plus, A minus. How about for you?
We'll have to blind them together
We
because
should, yes.
obviously it's different years.
I do think you're also going to know the difference
Yeah.
very
Obviously,
quickly.
yeah, the flavors of
Um,
them. But the different years is,
Yeah.
concerning. For me, yeah, I think it's a B plus. I like the B
Same.
plus.
Okay.
Yeah. It's if the proof was higher, which we'll never get with Michters. I mean,
Right,
their
sure.
their
They're-
normal one goes
yeah.
at 80 something, 86.
Yeah.
And so it probably would be up there, but that's just because I like those higher proofs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What about on value? For 120, I think we paid 22, something like that. What would you pay? What would you bring?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I'm gonna go B.
Me too. B.
Yeah, I mean, that's also me taking into account that what the cost of the tenure is, and I like this one a little more.
I will tell you this.
Maybe.
As far as the money goes,
Yeah.
a B is good. As far as what it costs you outside of dollars,
Oh, to
that's
stand in line?
That's a little
Oh,
bit tough.
yeah,
that's a little bit
Yeah,
tough.
I would actually, having stood in line for that long, I would agree with what you just said.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree that this is, more than a fair deal. But I agree with what you said. Would I, having now tasted this, would I still get? Well, no. Truth be told, I'd still get up, still go get in line. I might just not choose this one. I might choose one of the other options that were there.
We've never had it, and so that for me that was the thing.
right.
If we were smart, we probably both wouldn't have gotten it.
Sure.
Right. Also true. But then this also could have went the other way.
Yeah.
Right. So I go, oh, here's my Michters, and you bought the Parker's Heritage.
Yeah.
And this is lights out, like off the chain good.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
going, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I could have got one of those for myself, and instead I chose something.
And I'm waiting for this to open up a bit. Like I know with
Yep.
my other Michters, you give it some time because even now, still kind of going back to like the flavors going on and
It's gonna get better.
yeah.
Well, the other thing is, the one thing I like about their straight rye, the regular offering, is that it's a sweeter kind of rye.
Yep.
And so as this airs out a little bit, as this breathes a little
Yep.
bit, you get more of the sweeter notes
For sure.
come through, at least on the nose.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not mad it's on my shelf.
No.
I am not mad at all.
I wish it was on my shelf.
I could sell it to
Get
you
it
for
earlier.
$5 million.
$5 million. Hey, we love you guys.
Still whiskey.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's a killer deal? Would you stand there at 6 a.m.? Let us know. Still whiskey.
We're
See ya.
Cheers.
There you go.
I missed it.